Week 3, done.
It's in the books.
Kick
We're
it
already
out
in
of
week
the way.
We're week 4 already?
On the week 4.
I love it.
Or-
I love it.
So
we've
we are-
watched some really great football these past 3 weeks, and we haven't even gotten to league yet.
We're just over 25% done
With football, with the regular
from the
season.
regular season.
For the regular season.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
man.
and like you said, Ob, we had some wonderful games, lots to talk about in our wins of the week. Welcome to the Cover Cal High podcast. I'm your host, Jake Vanderbrook, alongside Aubrey Tolliver, Adrian Soriano, known as the Milpitas Man, and I think you're
have a
5
nickname.
for 5 when it comes to doing the salute to the right camera.
5 for 5.
To the right camera.
You know, it
Yeah.
took me a while, right? It took me a while.
It did take you a while.
There's 3 cameras. He's got one
Should I go to the GoPro next
third.
week?
Yeah.
Hey, whatever flows, man. Whatever flows. Let's start off with our wins of the week. Adrian, take us away, my man.
Well, to be honest with you, I'm gonna go with Jake's game on Saturday. Reardon over Pitt. What did I say last week? Defense. What defense? There was no defense for the most part. There was some
Adrian, right out of the
42,
gate, so
35.
hot.
Hey, it was a shootout.
hot.
It was a shootout, but Reardon did pull out the. That was a big win for Reardon, though.
Yeah.
Big win. They made the stop when they needed to, but 42-35. That's a shootout in my book.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to say that there was defense, Adrian. There was, because Reardon racked up 3 interceptions in the game. They had some sacks along the way. They tried forcing some fumbles out. And listen, when the last play of the game came down to a defensive stop. So for you to say that there was
for the
no
most part.
defense,
For the most part.
that's wild, man.
For
How
the most
about there was a
part.
lot of offense?
There's definitely offensive fireworks out there in San Francisco.
Yeah,
There are a lot of fireworks.
it was a great game. It really was.
What was the atmosphere like?
Oh, amazing. Amazing. And it's like 1:30 kickoff. And I understand because the JV game ended at maybe just before noon.
Okay.
And then next thing you know, just waiting for, for the varsity game to start at 1:30. And it makes sense for a long wait because a lot of people trying to figure
Coming
out parking.
in,
Coming in, and it was a great atmosphere,
Good.
no question about it. So, congrats to Reardon, improving to 3-0 on the season. Pitt is going to be okay.
Oh, absolutely.
And for the fact that Pitt was able to climb back into this game, because at one point, early second quarter, they were down 21-0. They could have just
rolled over.
rolled over, red flag this, and no, they fought back, and they made it a very entertaining game. And kudos to Pitt though for fighting back. That's a really young team, and they're going to be just fine.
And you know what? The wind was a factor early on.
Sure.
I was reading Ethan Castle's tweets on Saturday because I couldn't find the stream on NFHS, so kind of sucks. I wanted to watch the game, but I had hockey Saturday, so.
There you go. What was your win of the week?
Flag football, of course.
Wow.
Jake, Adrian, I'm loving flag.
I know you do.
Everything about it.
I know you do.
It is. So we had our Euro Clinic Girls Game of the Week last week, which was Cal SRV, and it shaped up to everything. Basically, all the predictions. Right. It was only a 7-0 game. Tons of defense. And Cal ended up coming out on top. And for Cal now in all of its program history has not lost to another East Bay League team, undefeated league champs last year as well. And you were really seeing these new rules kind of take shape with
Rushing,
rushers now only standing 1 yard back. And it's really up to the coaches to make sure that they're kind of on top of these new rules and figuring out ways to give their quarterbacks more time in the pocket. We're seeing a lot more blockers than we did last season. And I think Cal and Brad over there at Cal is doing great things with that program and making sure that with every rule change there comes some type of change in the offense and defense.
Right. You do see a lot with the flag football changes that have gone into effect. And for quarterbacks, a lot of times you see quarterbacks that are going to roll to their left or right as soon as they get the ball. And that means because they're blitzing, because that's when that new rule comes into effect and they got to get the throw out. And that's on the run. And that is very difficult to do.
That's a difficult throw.
Right.
That's a difficult
it really
throw
is.
It's usually off 1 foot. That means you can't put all your hips into it.
Yeah.
So quarterbacks have to have a very strong arm.
Yep, and then the other alternative to that is 1 or 3 step drop, and you get the ball out immediately.
Yep.
So
seeing a lot of that as well.
You do.
And
it's
a lot
really
more rushing
interesting.
too.
Yep.
A lot more rushing.
It's an adjustment, right? We're only in week 4, right? I mean, these girls are still kind of adjusting to the new rule, right? I mean, they haven't fully grasped it yet, especially for quarterbacks, right? Last year you had like 5 seconds to throw. Now you have 1 second to throw. Right. So that's an adjustment. It's not easy to adjust right away.
100%.
So yes, Cal SRB.
I gotta go.
Shout out to
Cal.
Yeah, that's a great win for them. Still unbeaten.
Still unbeaten. And I do want to shout out Michaela Nelson because I didn't interview her after the game, but she had an incredible game. She 97 receiving yards, 5 catches, I believe. She scored the team's only touchdown, which was a 50-yard catch and run, and also had a team high 9 tackles on defense.
That's awesome. Good stuff. Be on the lookout for Cal. Win of the week for me. I have to say Acalanes.
That's an impressive win.
That's a huge win for that program. And for the fact that they were down 28-7 at one point.
Yeah.
They fought back. They made this one heck of a game. Robert had a great game.
Yeah.
And to the fact that Acalanes was able to come up with the dub at SI, that's a tough environment to play in.
Very tough.
I mean,
Very
you got to
tough.
drive all the way from Lafayette, go all the way to San Francisco, right?
Yeah.
And it's cold, too. It's cold.
And Tyler Winkles did his thing. Really took command of that offense, especially in the second half. Great win for the Dons. That's my win of the week.
I was at Clayton Valley that night, league opponent of Acalanes, and as Robert was giving us updates, I was updating Clayton Valley.
Yep.
And when I told them Acalanes had beat them, they said, "Wow, that's a good win." And I am really looking forward to Diablo Valley League.
Yeah, the Diablo is going to be very entertaining.
We were just talking yesterday in the office about how there's going to be a Diablo League matchup on our schedule every week.
Yeah.
Once league play hits, because you have 4 teams, maybe 5 that are going to contend for this.
Absolutely.
Right. I mean, should be interesting.
Acalanes Clayton, Acalanes Las Lomas, Acalanes Campo, Clayton Valley.
And you wanted to even throw Miramonte in there too.
Miramonte's a sleeper, man.
Yeah.
They're a sleeper.
Yeah.
They're 3-0.
Very entertaining league, and with Acalanes winning over SI, they're in the poll. Milpitas Man will let you know later on in the podcast where they're at. But let's talk about some of our previews. So the West Catholic League, it's a bye week for them.
Off week.
So a good week of rest before they prepare for league play next week. But this gives us the opportunity to cover some other schools, exciting stuff. And when we talk about history, Mount Diablo football, last year they made it was a historic season for them.
Yes, it was. They clinched league.
The program's first league title in 62 years.
And how did they celebrate? Fireworks.
There it is.
Fireworks. I was there, and I'll tell you, I was not expecting the fireworks, nor it wasn't champagne. It was
water bottles.
I think it was sparkling cider. A sparkling cider bath at the end, and it was so. I didn't realize when I was there how much of a feat that was, and it was very exciting to be there to watch that happen.
I didn't even know we covered that game.
We sure did, and I was there.
And I'm the one who makes the schedule. I don't even
Yeah,
remember.
I was sure
I don't
there.
even
You don't
remember.
remember?
I don't remember adding that game in the schedule
And
last year.
Jake, nobody has the memory you have.
No.
Well,
No
I
one
get
has
that,
the
but you're
memory
in
you
charge
have.
of the
I know.
schedules.
I don't remember.
Unbelievable.
I'm so
Unbelievable. And that was when, and if I recall correctly, based on what I remember, they beat Berean Christian
Yes,
to
they
clinch
did.
that
Really?
league title.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, and listen, I saw a little bit of this Mount Diablo team yesterday as they are preparing for their big game against Alameda. And I was very impressed with what I saw.
They have
with
some
them.
big guys.
Yes, they do. And they have a really good offensive unit, great passing attack with Michael Vasquez. He's a junior quarterback. Big guy. He can really sling it.
Wow.
I saw some of his work yesterday as I was doing a feature story on Antonio Campbell. You'll see that story later on next week on our show. And I was impressed with what I saw with Anderson, Antonio Campbell. I mean, these are guys that will look to lead the way for Mount Diablo, without a doubt. And both of these teams, as a matter of fact, are 3-0 going into this game. Mount Diablo, they beat Terra Linda, Vallejo, and Hillsdale. And then Alameda, who, by the way, had a great season. They ended up winning the Shoreline Division League title out of the WAC, West Alameda County League.
West
Yeah.
Alameda.
It's that big whack.
Yeah.
It's the WAC.
They're
Valley,
WACC.
Yeah, right.
I always think it's WAAC. It's
Right.
WACC.
Yeah.
Yep.
Out of the WAC. And 8-3 last year, 5-0 in the Shoreline Division. And by the way, these two teams played each other last year, and Mount Diablo won 34-26. It was a one-possession game. So, and by the way, these two teams, this is the only 3-0 matchup
in our schedule.
on our schedule
Wow,
for Friday.
Let's go.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy, man. It's pretty crazy. But again, right? Everyone is challenging themselves with tough opponents, right? So being 3-0 at this point, I don't care who you play. It's hard
Right.
to win a football game, and it's even more difficult to be 3-0 at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly what the Niners are going to be.
And
on
it's
Sunday.
going to be...
Hey, 3-0 against
3-0
Arizona.
Niners,
That's
baby.
right.
And it's
That's
going to
right.
be interesting. I talked a little bit to some of the coaching staff. They're trying to figure out their situation with the field because there's a situation that took place where they are not able to use their field to play. So they've been playing games at Concord. Don't know what they're going to be doing this Friday. I know they're doing a lot of repairs with that field as we're speaking, but I heard talks about them having the game played at Ignacio Valley. And that's got to be really tough for a program.
It
Just
is.
going back and forth with fields, trying to accommodate. But special shout out to the other programs as well, letting them play those
Exactly.
games.
Rather than playing all those games on the road as well.
Right. And
Yeah.
even though it's not their home games,
Yeah.
It's close. It's close. Yeah.
these schools are giving them that opportunity.
Where did the team practice yesterday?
So they were at Mount Diablo.
Okay.
They practice on the grass field. They have a grass
Gotcha.
practice field that they were playing in the back. That's right next to the football
Got
field.
it. Okay.
So, hey, I think this is going to be a great game. I would not be surprised if it's high scoring like it was last year.
Good.
Is that a prediction?
Yeah, high scoring. That's
High
all you're going to get from me.
I'll go Mount Diablo. Mount Diablo,
You got it.
high scoring. That's all I'm gonna say.
Don't sleep on Alameda, though.
I'm not sleeping on Alameda.
You can't
Alameda's
sleep
a
on
good team.
Alameda.
Alameda's a good team, but I'll take Mount Diablo.
3-0 versus 3-0. A lot of good stuff from those Hornets. A lot of good stuff from Mount Diablo. Should be an exciting game. This is an interesting game.
Yes, it is.
We get to see Cardinal Newman.
Let's go.
Finally.
Hello, Newman.
Hello, Newman.
Yep. I had 707 faithfuls in my DM saying, you
Oh.
gotta get on to see Cardinal Newman. What you doing?
And you know what? They do listen to the podcast.
I know they do.
Because I remember last year when we were talking about Newman and Marin, I was talking about like shoes I was trying to get.
You were talking about your Jordans.
I was talking about Jordans, and then when I covered them, they were like, "Hey, did you get your Jordans?" I'm like, "Yeah, I got my shoes." So then everyone just got a little celebration there.
love
So
that.
they do pay attention. They do pay attention.
Yeah, so Cardinal Newman, they're going to be making its way over to Oakland.
Yep.
To take on Bishop O'Dowd. And Bishop O'Dowd, they were the runner-ups in the NCSD2
Yes.
bracket. So they had a wonderful season last year, but there's a lot of new faces with this
A lot of
squad.
new faces. But you know what? Bishop O'Dowd, they're always challenging themselves, right? I mean,
are.
they played Mater Dei Catholic a couple weeks ago,
Yep.
lost. Who they played last week? I forget who they played.
Rancho Catati.
Rancho Catati. Rancho
Yeah,
Catati is a
that's
good
one.
team,
Yep.
right? So they're always challenging themselves. You know, I will go with Newman. I will
You're gonna
go with
go
Newman.
Newman.
I will go Newman. I think it's gonna be a lot closer than a lot of people think. Right, Hardy Nickerson does a great job coaching that team, and shout out to the dancing ref. He's always there at the games at Bishop O'Dowd, right? Sorry I can't be there. Nikon will be there.
Nice.
Yeah, and I think Cardinal Newman, they're starting to figure out who this team really is.
Yes.
And this is a team that has shown a lot of grit.
Having a backup QB too, right?
Having a backup QB, taking on big responsibilities, that's not easy.
Yeah.
No.
That really isn't. And the fact that they've been able to beat a defending state champs out of Grant and for them to have that juice and to bring that to Armijo. So for them to bring that juice into their game last week and win, this Cardinal Newman team is dangerous.
They're dangerous, and they're going to keep playing tough opponents from here until playoffs. From here until playoffs. Their league doesn't slow down whatsoever.
No, their league is tough, man. Yep. San Marin Catholic,
Redwood.
No, I think Redwood's in the lower
Windsor.
league. Windsor.
I think Windsor is the biggest sleeper out of that league.
I think Rancho Cotati is in that league
That's
as well.
who we've been asked to shoot that Cardinal Newman Windsor game.
Windsor is a
far,
sleeper. That year after year after year. Now they may not be in the D1 bracket, but when it comes to Division II, they are always a dangerous team.
Yes.
And they were a dangerous team last year. I remember them being in the bracket. If I recall correctly, they were I want to say they were a 3 seed.
In D2?
In D2, but they had a road game, which was weird.
Oh,
it was one of those.
It's like league champs, right? That's what
Right.
it is. Yeah.
But Windsor is always a sleeper.
They are always a sleeper.
But going back to this game though, with we talked about with Cardinal Newman and how explosive they can be, especially this is a ground and pound team with a backup quarterback. Especially, they're going to utilize more of the rushing attack, and they can really do that.
Yeah,
they can really do that. So, and with Bishop O'Dowd, this is a young team. This is a great experience for them to face this team, prepare for league, because they're going to be facing James Logan in that league, if I recall correctly.
They got Logan, they got Moreau. I know it's this big West Alameda Mission Valley thing mashup for just for football, right? So again, it's a tough league, right? I think Tennyson is in that league.
Yeah,
I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So
gotcha.
Yeah, this is going to be a closer game than a lot of people think, in my opinion. But I'll go with Newman.
Okay. Hello, Newman.
Hello, Newman.
All right.
Welcome to Oakland.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. Welcome to Oakland. Glad we're able to cover them.
Me too.
For the show, as well as Bishop O'Dowd.
It won't be the last time.
No.
And
it will not be the last.
It will not be the last time for either Cardinal Newman or Bishop O'Dowd.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely not.
So great to see that we get to get them on our show. But let's go to the football polls.
Okay, football polls. Okay, well, wow.
The football polls. I'm adjusting.
Okay. All right, well, De La Salle, number 1. By the way, De La Salle defense has not allowed a single point in 3 weeks.
You know what they say, defense wins championships.
Defense wins championships, man. They're physical, and they will be right on your face. Reardon is now at number 2 because they beat Pittsburgh, Pitt 3, SRV 4. I don't care what people say about Sarah being 0-3. They are our number 5 team. If you look at their opponents, you'll know why. But moving on, San Marin 6, Cardinal Newman 7, Ocalanis 8, Camp Lindo 9, McClymonds at 10.
You know, it's going to be really interesting when it comes to league play in the North. When San Marin faces Cardinal Newman, that's going to be one heck of a battle.
Mm-hmm.
I think that is
I
really...
believe
It's at San Marin, I think.
San Marin,
It's at
which is very helpful for us.
Mustang Country, let's ride!
I think, well, I don't know who's got that game. We'll see what happens. I know I've heard...
The Milpitas man makes the schedules, everyone.
Yeah, I'm trying to be fair.
Okay.
I don't want
That's
to hog
definitely
all
a
the
game
good
of the week,
games.
though.
Okay,
I
so-
think that might be game of the week.
So I'm reading some of our comments.
Okay. This is a first.
Yeah, there's
is
a
a
first
first.
for everything, right?
Yeah.
There's a first
Okay,
for
I like it.
everything. So I decided, and Aubrey with some assistance, we've decided to go through some of these comments on the polls.
Yep.
Yeah, maybe
Let's do
3
it.
or 4.
Let's do it.
Okay. Starting off with, man, there's a lot of them.
There's a lot of
Shout out to Mancini's, our new sponsor
right.
of our poll.
So
For social
at
media, yeah.
Tom Galante, 1978, said SoCal is a top 10 team.
Yes, I agree, but out of our area, right? Out of our area. I mean,
Hey,
Newman.
Cardinal Newman's on here.
I know. Newman. I mean, Newman's
Cardinal
really
Newman is
stretching it.
technically in the Bay Area.
You
Geographically.
think
Yeah, geographically.
Santa Rosa?
Yeah, Santa Rosa is part of the Bay Area.
SoCal is more
Absolutely.
in Santa Cruz, right?
I didn't know when I went to college I was still in the Bay Area.
And yes, you were on. And technically, if you want to get to the nitty gritty details, Windsor is part of the Bay Area.
Okay, well, now we're stretching it a little bit now.
But
Okay.
it's still part of the
Okay.
Bay
Yep,
Area.
yep. I
mean-
mean, if Antioch and Pitt get in there.
Just
yeah,
saying.
Hey, you know what?
Okay, we'll give him.
He's got a point, but again, SoCal.
Would SoCal be in the top 10 if we could
Absolutely,
include
they'll
them?
be in the top 10 if they were.
There
in
you
our
go,
area,
Galante
yeah.
or
Yes,
whoever.
I agree.
Okay. Gavin._ Lil G. I'm reading these.
I know, it's so
I'm
funny.
reading
It's
these.
so funny.
He commented, "Yo, I would put Valley
Ooh,
top 10 as
Valley
he's referring to
Christian?
Valley Christian.
I said they're a bubble team. They're a good team, right? They're off this week, but next week they got Sarah. So this is good. We're gonna learn a lot about Sarah. We're gonna learn a lot about Valley Christian next Saturday. I'm telling you right now, Valley Christian and Sarah fans, I will be there at Valley Christian next Saturday, 6 p.m. Book it. I will be there.
Big Machado fans on this
Yes.
podcast.
Yeah.
Big Mike Machado fans.
Yeah,
so.
absolutely. And Sharonberg.
Oh, yeah,
Yep.
and Eric.
Sharonberg.
Yep, Eric Sharonberg.
It does
And Ryan Riolini, or their AD, man, always makes it easy for us.
100%. And it's always nice that we get a nice comment from Mancini Sleep World, who is
Shout out
a
Mancini's.
new sponsor,
Yeah.
saying, "We are thrilled to support our local Bay Area high school athletes."
Shout out
know.
Mancini's, man. Shout
know.
out. Shout out.
Yep, absolutely.
One more?
Absolutely. Oh, one more.
One more.
Purple Rain. Purple
Oh.
Rain. That came from Raider_Sanchez.
Hey, you know what? He's got a point, man. Reardon is looking really good right now.
Yeah,
I
they
mean,
are. They
defensively,
are.
defensively, they need to make lots of things to clean up defensively, but offensively, they have like 100 D1 guys out there. So,
Yeah. I've seen a lot of improvements with that Reardon defense
Absolutely.
compared to last year.
compared to last year, yeah, they made
Absolutely.
the stops. They made the stops.
Yeah. I mean, yes, they allowed 35 points, and yeah, there's some things to work on, and that bye week is going to be super important for
Exactly.
them as they prepare for league play. Let's go to the flag football
All
poll.
right, flag, boy. I was having trouble with this on Sunday, even Saturday and Friday, man. Well, Menlo number 1, Liberty number 2, California number 3, Los Lomas number 4, Sacred Heart Prep number 5. Sacred Heart Prep, you got my attention now. By the way, I kind of took a page out of your book from last year, Jake. I'm sorry.
I know.
I know. I know, you copycat.
Kalana's at number 6, Carlmont 7, Heritage 8, Granada 9, Amador Valley at number 10. Los Gatos dropped out. I'm very, very sad
Yeah,
about
Los
that.
Gatos
But
had a tough weekend over
they've
in
had
the
a
East
tough
Bay.
stretch.
You know
Yeah.
what? You can't fault them.
No, I don't fault them at
for
all.
heading out to the East Bay and facing
No.
some of those teams.
And you know what? This past summer, I was Coach Jay Reinman CA for the summer camp, my summer job, and he told me, he beefed up the schedule really well this year. You're just really challenging his team, with the playoffs this year. So again, yes, they're out of the poll right now, but they're a bubble team, and I respect the fact that they're challenging themselves. They got Menlo this week.
Yeah.
They played Granada and Amador Valley last week, right? Don't mind it. Don't mind it at all.
I was talking with Jared Muela.
Oh, he's still there?
He's at Granada.
Oh,
he's
all
at
right.
Granada, and he said yesterday, thanks for putting some respect on the Granada name, because Granada's now made it into the top 10.
Yeah, they're
5
a good
in a row,
team.
man. They're hot
They
right
are.
now.
They're a really
hot.
good
They
team.
are very good. They had a really great tournament this past weekend.
Top 2 bubble teams for you.
Oh man, this is really tough. I feel like this is like the volleyball poll last year, man. Just so much movement.
Chaos.
Yeah. Well, there's already chaos in flag football every week now. So,
Los Gatos is bubble.
yeah, Los Gatos definitely bubble. I would say College Park. College Park is probably a bubble team, right? Do I dare say Milpitas?
I
mean,
may
Milpitas has
have
been
a
hot
bubble-
lately.
I may have a bubble team for you, but I don't know. I haven't looked to see how they've done recently.
Well, who is it?
Castro Valley.
Castro Valley is a bubble team too.
We get
and
to
they got
see-
another big game this week.
We get to see Castro Valley in action against James Logan, and
Let's
I'll
go.
be there.
Oh, that's our Euroclinic girls game of the week.
Yeah.
Hey.
So
What about Notre Dame, San Jose?
Notre Dame San Jose is interesting, right? Because they beat Carmont, right? They beat Carmont in overtime, but I think I need to see a little bit more.
Sure.
I mean, they played. I don't think Mountain View is as good. TK, they played
They
TK
need to play some
yesterday.
people.
I think they need to play some more people, right? They really got to prove themselves, but they're on that path to making the poll.
Okay, I'm going to read some of the comments
Let's
now
do
for
it.
flag
Yep.
football.
Let's do it.
At Jen Prindy.
Okay.
I hope I'm pronouncing these right.
You know what? We try our best. We try our
Or
best.
Jen P. Rindy, you know, like
Yeah.
We
well,
try
yeah.
our best, guys.
Yeah, Jen P. Rindy. Let's go with that. SRV bumped out, but they beat Amador? Question mark.
Yes, I think SRV. Well, SRV is also a bubble team, by the way. I think SRV's kind of hit a little bit of a tough stretch, right? Again, not saying
But
that
Amador's in.
Amador's in. I mean, Amador's been hot. Granada's been hot. You know, yes, I do take head-to-head matchups into consideration, but it's like, hey, who's hot and who's not, right? That's what it is with every single poll, you know, that we do. And I'm not perfect.
That's where we struggle in the postseason.
That's what I'm saying. We struggle in the
With our
postseason.
polls.
And you know what? It's not a perfect poll, right? You can make a case for why SRV, why Los Gatos should be in the poll. I think I saw a comment about Notre Dame San Jose being in the top 10, right? They have cases, but it's so hard because it's still a fairly new sport, and we're still trying to get to know which teams are the teams, right?
Sure.
Which teams are, you know, kind of in the bubble. So it's tough. It's tough.
Ooh, a lot of people have been commenting about Las Lomas. Good comments. Let's go,
Yeah.
Las
Okay,
Lomas.
good.
They're hyped
Yep.
to see. And listen, yeah, they're a top 5 team.
Absolutely.
They're a top 5 team. There's no question about it. They're undefeated. They're playing some wonderful flag football, but it's going to be very interesting when they face Acalanes
That might be our girls' game of the week. I gotta
in
check
the
when
future.
they play.
Yeah, you got to
Potential.
look into that.
Definitely gonna look into that.
Milpitas, man.
Yep.
At Sports Focus 212, if you want some encouragement, this is really the comment for you, Adrian.
Okay.
Good job, Adrian. Don't listen to what others say about your polls.
Danny Root, we
That
love
is
you, man.
Danny
Root,
Root.
Danny
our
Root.
number 1 fan. We love you, man.
Yeah.
Sending you love
And
all the way to Florida.
By the way, his handle, Sports Focus, comes from Robert's
Old
original
show.
high school sports show
Back in the
called
day.
High School Sports Focus.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
Danny Root went to Homestead High School, was a big fan of
Yep.
Robert's original show right before Cal High Sports started. So
Fantastic.
We love Danny Root, man. We
Yeah.
love Danny Root. Shout out. Shout
Good
out,
stuff. Good stuff. But big flag football matchup that we
Yes.
got, and you mentioned a little bit about it when you were going over the flag football polls. Menlo, Los Gatos. This game's at Menlo?
man. This game is at Menlo, and I will be there.
Great.
I will be there. This is an interesting matchup. Again, Los Gatos, kind of a tough stretch for them the past week or so, right? Lost to Sacred Heart Prep, lost to Granada, lost to Amador Valley. So, but they've got a really, really talented young quarterback in Helena Union. Hopefully I said that right. She was our player of the week last week. You know, she can really sling the ball. But, you know, Menlo, man, they've got somebody named Ava Allen.
who's that?
Just,
Just kidding.
as
We've had her on our
good.
show. We've had her on our show.
I mean,
Yeah.
she was in our first show, and
Yeah.
she's a really talented quarterback.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be very interesting.
Do you think Menlo has put some of the tough opponents on their schedule?
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. Right? They
the
listen.
others have?
They have not lost in like what 3 years, and there's a reason why they haven't lost in 3 years. They're a very well coached team, right? It also helps having Steve Young as one of your assistant coaches.
Yeah. With
Right.
hi-
It also helps.
yeah, with him helping out. And as a matter of fact, they really had a tough test on Monday.
Yep. Yesterday.
They faced Atwater, and that was a really close game. So
2-point
they
game.
really had to grind through that
Let's
and
go.
and win
Adversity will build championship teams.
it. Absolutely.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
And I think they
And
have
they're all
Carmont, yeah.
competing for the first CCS
Exactly, right?
The CCS playoffs now.
And again, this is why, Coach Ryman from Los Gatos, hey, we beefed up our schedule, and I don't blame him for it. This is a playoff-like game, to be honest with you.
Absolutely.
Playoff
How many
like
divisions
game.
are they going to have in flag football?
Oh, I don't
For
know.
CCS?
Maybe one?
Just one?
Or, again, we have to check, right?
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
It could be
Right.
two
That
divisions.
thought just came
Yeah.
into my mind.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, how
I would
many-
say hopefully two.
Two. I'm hoping two,
maybe
but
three.
How many divisions did the NCS have last year?
Just one.
Yeah, so it might be just
But
one.
with 1 year later, you do have more teams.
Exactly,
You do have more teams,
exactly,
so.
right.
That's true.
Every year, I feel like there's maybe schools, like 10 schools that add flag
There's
football.
the
Right.
progress from where we started with flag football, right? Just after the COVID pandemic to where we are now, there's a lot of progress. And me personally, I'm happy to have flag football on the show, right?
Me
Really,
too.
really gives a chance to girls that don't play volleyball or they play a spring sport to go out and participate in
They're
flag
all
football.
just softball and basketball.
Exactly,
Right.
right? Exactly.
They're all softball
Gives
and
them a
basketball
chance.
players.
What do you think Los Gatos has to do to contain Ava Allen in this Menlo offense?
Man, you know what? I think they just got to keep scoring, man. Just get in a shootout. Get in a shootout, and hopefully you get some lucky breaks on defense. I think that's going to be the key for Los Gatos, man.
Because
They just
Menlo
gotta-
has multiple receivers
exactly.
that they'll throw to. So it's
Menlo,
like,
has, Menlo to me in flag football is like Reardon in football. Pick your poison. Who are you going to defend in terms of receivers?
Right.
Right. You can only contain Ava so much. She's going to make a play when the game's on the line. Who are you gonna contain on defense? Right. So that's what I'm saying. Just score as many points as you can, and hopefully you get some lucky breaks on defense.
Exciting stuff.
Yes.
Exciting stuff. Hey, that's all I got.
let's go.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
All right, you gotta throw it with your left hand again.
Yes, left hand. We
Okay.
made this adjustment last week.
Okay, here we go.
Switch it. Yep.
Switch it. Safe to say, you've been covered.
See you guys next week.